Why do so many people die right after retirement? You work your whole life to get to retirement. You scrimp, you save, you sacrifice. And the moment it finally comes, you're told it'll be the best time of your life. The moment you can finally kick back and enjoy the fruits of all those years of hard work. But what if retirement doesn't look like that at all? What if you retire and not long after that, you die? Or instead, it leads to a downward spiral, one where you just fade away. It sounds dramatic, right? But studies show that for many people, that's exactly what happens. A study from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that mortality rates among men actually spike when they hit age 62, the very age when most people retire. And it's not just a few cases, it's a pretty significant trend. So what's going on here? Why are so many people experiencing this sudden shift after retirement? Let's take a deep dive into this disturbing phenomenon now. I want to tell you about a woman named Pamela. Pamela Hixon worked her entire life at a hospice agency, helping people and their loved ones through some of the most difficult moments of their lives. She had dedicated herself to her career, and finally, at age 60, she retired. But here's the thing. After retirement, she didn't feel free. She didn't feel relieved. She felt lost. The deep sense of purpose that had given her meaning every day for years suddenly vanished. She found herself struggling with loneliness, depression, isolation, and a sense of emptiness that she just couldn't shake. Despite seeking counseling and leaning into her faith, the void in her soul remained. And just 6 months after retiring, Pamela tragically took her own life. Her son Tony later explained, "She lost purpose. She lost significance. She lost a sense of meaning in her life." Pamela's story isn't just about one person's struggle. It reflects what many retirees face without purpose. Retirement can feel like a slow, steady decline. And it's not just about losing that paycheck. It's about losing what makes life meaningful. Now let's look at some places in the world where people are not struggling like this after retirement. Places like Okinawa, Japan, Icaria, Greece, and Sardinia, Italy. Regions known as blue zones. These are areas where people routinely live into their 90s and even beyond, and they do it with vitality and purpose. In Okinawa, Japan, for example, people simply don't retire. In fact, they don't even have a word for it. Instead, they live by a principle called ikigai, which means a reason for being. Every day, they wake up with a sense of purpose, whether it's working, gardening, or caring for their community. It's not just about staying busy, it's about feeling needed. And in Sardinia, elders are integrated into daily life. They're respected for their wisdom and play an active role in raising children and contributing to their communities. They don't retire to some quiet place. They keep their roles in society, and that gives them meaning. Now, there's a lot of science behind this. Studies show that people with a sense of purpose live longer and healthier lives. A 2014 study published in Psychological Science found that having a strong purpose actually reduces the risk of mortality. But when people retire without having a plan for that sense of purpose, well, it can lead to depression, physical decline, and even earlier death. But here's the good news. You don't have to move to Okinawa or Sardinia to live a long, happy life. You just need to rethink what retirement could be. Here's what you can do. Find your ikigai. What gives you joy and meaning? What can you contribute that feels valuable? It might be volunteer work, starting a side project, or getting involved with your community. Whatever it is, stay connected. Social isolation is a killer. Reach out to friends, join a group, or even start a new hobby, but stay engaged. Keep moving. You don't have to run marathons, but regular physical activity, whether it's gardening, walking, or yoga, keeps your body and mind healthy. Retirement shouldn't be the end of your story. It should be the beginning of a whole new chapter, because your best years aren't behind you. They're just getting started. Bye for now.